Привет, друзья! Я в аэропорту Борисполь. Сегодня лечу в Афины на такую конференцию, как SReXperts. Эта конференция будет в Афинах для всех инженеров, которые знают, что такое оборудование Nokia. И я думаю, что это будет очень классная конференция. Я очень много хорошего выучу. Через пару часиков будет уже вылет, и в 1:30, 1:40 мы уже будем в Афинах. Мы на SReXperts в Афинах. Я зарегистрировался, получил все свои документы. Решил, что я хочу попробовать сдать экзамен. Пойду сейчас запишусь на экзамен. Думаю, сегодня будет очень много крутого тренинга. Просто много тренингов. Много интересных людей с разных операторов, с разных бизнесов. Это классная возможность для меня получить просто новых друзей, новые знакомства, а возможно и сертификацию. Nokia SReXperts. Видно, сколько людей много, различных инженеров. Я первый раз на таком событии, и это реально круто. Крупнейшая туса сетевых инженеров Nokia в Европе. Около 500 инженеров с различных просто компаний.
Вот реально запускает нагрузку, напор, да, и ты реально видишь.
Да,
7250 XR6. Самая большая плотность соточек.
Контракт.
36 соток на сот.
Ну, видишь, тут XR6, 144 сотки на 6.
Да. Да. Да.
576 десяток.
Какое-то время...
Новые девайсы. Крутотень. Такой хороший экзибишн. Различные просто модели. Вот SAS S. Вот SAS X. SAS S. Большое количество моделей представлено здесь. Наверное, все линейки. Вот мы можем посмотреть, какие есть 7210 небольшие. Ага. Совсем XP, которые ломаются у нас. SAS X. Посмотрим 7950 XRS 20E. Это просто космический шкаф какой-то. Тут неимоверное количество соточных трансиверов. Трансиверов 100 гигабит. Просто крутяк. Мы посмотрим, какие кабеля необходимо использовать для подключения. какие блоки питания в XRS. 7950 20E. Это на 20 линейных карт. 7950 SRE. 7950 XRS 20E. Он для 20 слотовый. Инженер Nokia с Канады. Посмотрим SR1, SR1S. SR2F. 775014S. Просто космос какой-то. Все растет, скорости трансиверов везде. И вот, видимо, Optical Pass, оптическая панель под LC коннекторы. Это Nokia SReXperts. Очень классные события для сетевых инженеров. Plenary Room. Сейчас будет целый зал забит. Огромный зал забит инженерами. Крутячок. А я уже сдал один экзамен. И один зафейлил, но еще раз пойду.
Maybe you remember, because only yesterday I said I was in charge of picking the opening song. So Karen obviously said, I want to pick the closing song. So I'm not sure if there are many ABBA fans here in this room, but I'm not sure how, you know how this song goes? I've been cheated by you since I don't know when. So I'm not sure if she's sending me a message here. Are you, Karen? No. We are a good team. We are a good team. So, very good to see so many people here for the closing ceremony. So I would like to introduce our first speaker. And Steve is going to actually explain you why we actually call ION, IP and Optical Networks. So Steve, explain to the audience why we are together in one department.
All right, well, I always enjoy getting up on stage at SReXperts. And this topic in particular is one that's near and dear to my heart, IP and optical network interworking. Something we've been talking about for years. In fact, I think the last time I presented at SReXperts in the EMEA was on this topic. At that time, I was really using the opportunity, because it's more of an IP crowd at this event, obviously.
And here, as we look beyond technology, there are a couple of things that we are doing this year which are worth mentioning. The first is in terms of having an SD-WAN service provider go-to-market program. And this is to enable you as telcos to sell non-SD-WAN solutions. And it has three tenets in terms of joint marketing, where with this program we offer resources as well as people to do things like joint webinar, events, collateral, positioning, and help you develop your services. And the second aspect here is driving the pipeline. We have a robust and large enterprise sales team here with Nokia.
The opportunity, this is one of my favorite events. So, to the topic of today's presentation information, I lead the network information unit at Nokia, and for those of you who are familiar with the products, our flagship product is Network Services Platform. We also have a virtual network service orchestrator that helps orchestrate large deployments in SD-WAN and broader. And in today's presentation, we'll try to cover some of the needs and some of the ways in which NSP can help you, our customers, automate various parts of your network, various use cases. And of course, there's so much to cover, so much that has happened since last year, so many new developments. It's hard to cover them all in one short presentation. So I will always encourage you to go and spend time in the demo room. There's tons of demos using NSP, and you can see it in action. But before we start this, we thought we'd do something a little bit different, a little bit fun. We'll do a short demo. Now, this is the Brussels to Amsterdam. It's going to be 35 milliseconds.
Excellent. Can you please switch to this path instead?
Yes, of course. It's done.
So as you can see here now, the optimization call went through to optimize the service path to use the service via Brussels. And we can also see on the service map that our service has been updated to use the new path, as you can see here. Thanks.
Just before I go, I really enjoyed working with NSP, and I think everyone should use it. It's awesome.
Rather than vendor silos. The second one is the set of applications that build on top of that. Those applications deal with typically traffic steering in some way, shape, or form, whether it's stateful TC for circuit routing, whether it's express peering use cases where we shift traffic on peering links, both in ingress and inbound and outbound traffic based on certain criteria, based on input from people, etc. Whether it's 5G slicing using NFIX, as you've seen earlier in Rudy's presentation, demo there, NSP is playing a key role there. So there's a number of different optimization applications. And then finally, there is a whole set of applications and big investment we are making in fully integrated and automated provisioning, network and service provisioning applications, supervision and assurance applications, and so on and so forth. So we'll cover some of those as well. So let's start first with those assurance applications. You can imagine, you know, there's configuration and provisioning. We can talk about zero-touch provisioning. We've been investing in this space for quite some time. You can go and see the demos as well in the demo room. There's quite a few provisioning apps that they really don't know how to handle that scale. Humans cannot. So what we've done is working with them and using the incident advisor capability in NSP, which is a machine learning based application that helps you triage, understand events in the network, and really arrive to the action and resolution quickly. That's the whole idea. So what we've done with them is looking at their network, processing the events, taking those roughly 30,000 events on average per day down to meaningful 10 situations or incidents per day. Roughly, there's the ratio using this application. And for them, it's a tremendous saving because they're now looking at this as the main view into the network. Rather than looking at 30,000 alarms or whatever, they're looking at these 10 things as a starting point and then resolving those problems. So the way it's done, and you can see a demonstration in the demo room of this, is it starts with the telemetry. And taking the telemetry into the system from the network. And the important point here is when we talk about the telemetry streams and looking at faults in a network or any incidents in a network, you will see a lot of products in the market that, for example, focus on only on alarms, right? And doing root cause analysis, doing correlation of alarms, which is good. But the problem is they don't often convey the entire context or have all the information. Sometimes you have silent failure, sometimes you have things that happen without alarms being raised, etc. So what we found is that in order to get the real view of what was the help of the network of service is we need to look at much broader set of data sets, right? It's alarms, yes, but also OM test results, configuration changes, route changes, state changes, stats, or like performance statistics, and many other data sets. Processing all of that and using quite sophisticated algorithms without pre-written rules to arrive to those kind of clustered events. But before we get there, another important point is that in order to do that, understanding of the network topology and service topology is critical. It's not just any set of numbers and any random data that is being processed. It's also correlated with the network topology awareness and configuration awareness as well. So with that, we process the events, we discard the noise, we cluster the events, sometimes even thousands of events into a single incident. We fingerprint that as something that can be compared to something else that happens in the past or in the future, and we start providing recommendations on what to do with it. So in the case of Shaw, their operators are using the system to provide recommendations. Oh yeah, I've seen this once, we did this, and then start labeling the data, and after a while, what ends up happening is the system is now automatically recommending the resolution, and in their case, they're actually writing workflows to resolve some of the incidents that happen often in their network. They're all similar, they're not never the same one, but the similarity algorithms are pretty good at determining that similarity. So what ends up happening is you take the operator out of the equation completely, and they end up automating the full closed loop using this example. So this is just one of the examples of applications that are used in this kind of
business evolved massively in that time frame. It's gone from very simple basic connectivity all the way up the stack. Very much a full service IT outsourced organisation these days. And that presents, it's been quite a journey and presents quite a number of challenges, some of which we'll talk about here. I want to start just a little bit of background, a little bit of basics from where we've come from and why.
At Nokia, we see the road to 5G as a journey with many interesting stops along the way. Our research investment increases the capability of wireless networks. Sometimes these improvements seem incremental, but they enable step changes in business models and capabilities. With 4G, we made video on mobile devices a reality. At 4.5G, we enabled diverse applications such as smart metering, public safety, air-to-ground communication. 4.5G Pro increases throughput by a factor of 10, enabling high-quality virtual reality and instantaneous video downloads. 4.9G will create an environment that exists alongside 5G and a world of autonomous driving. 5G will cater for intensive throughput and millions of connections, ideal for the smart city of the future. Nokia's technology gives operators the reliability and security that they need as we journey with them on the path to 5G.
Hi everybody, it's a huge pleasure to be here. The video, I will explain why I play the video in a second, in a few minutes. Evolution of networking technology was impressive over the last 20 years.
These guys, not only to the demo team, but also to the team from the AV equipment and everybody here involved. As I said, we welcome your feedback. Right, so the event is here to make the best event for you. So if you have feedback, good or bad, we're happy to hear it. Right, and we try to improve within the reasonable budgets for you next year. So the important thing to do now, Karen, and that's why we need you. Right, everybody has his task here. Is the winner. show me very difficult thing.
Jako 잘 믿지? Elisa?
Please?